Hello guys, welcome back. So today we are going to be propagating some tomatillos, or attempting to. Tomatillos need two separate plants to pollinate. They need two separate plants, not like a tomato where you can have one or a lot of other plants. So I think I planted mine too far apart. So I'm going to try to propagate each one and put the opposite one in each bed. I'm going to try two different methods. One, I'm just going to take cuttings and put them in the raised beds with some rooting hormone and water them in really good and try to get them in like kind of a shadier spot in the raised bed. The other method I'm going to do is put them in water, and I'm going to have to keep them straight because, you know, I don't know which is which. So I got to make sure it's the opposite bed. So rooting in water is usually more tried and true. I have done rooted cuttings in soil before for other things, but it's really hot right now and I want to do it in the raised bed because I'm not going to be home the entire month. So water is easier, but we're going to try raised bed as well because my tomatillo plants are huge and they just haven't produced fruit. I've been trying to hand pollinate, but that's very tedious, and let me show you that. Show you them. So this is a tomatillo plant. As you can see, has lots and lots of buds, and it has now for weeks and weeks. So you see how this is like coming over this way? We're gonna cut some of these branches because they're too big anyway. This is literally taller than me right now, and it's just loaded with buds but no fruit, especially on this one. This one over here is definitely smaller. As you can see, it's not above there, but I do have some fruit because I hand pollinated. So we have one there, and I think we have maybe only like one other one, two, and then maybe three there as well. So nothing to write home about as far as hand pollinating. So what I'm going to do is take a cutting of this one, put it in this bed and vice versa. And I'm going to try to put it very close to the base here and see if I can get it to root in the soil. So this is the rooting hormone I was talking about. I think I got it at Walmart or something. Worked really well for me. Okay, then I have two glasses, a left one and a right one. I labeled them, and it's gonna be when I'm looking at the garden beds, that's left and that's right. And that's how I will keep them correct, I guess. So let's go take cuttings. Okay, so I'm literally just going to cut off this one. Okay, do you see how these already have bumps like this? I'm gonna try to get ones like that. And this has a really long stem, so I'm gonna take, honestly, probably all of this off and put this one in the soil because it already is creating little bumps, which would be roots. Now I'm gonna take this, dip it. I don't think you're technically supposed to dip it in here, but it's been fine. And then we're gonna put it in the opposite bed. I'm trying to find an angle that you can see. Okay, so I'm just gonna go under here and place it in the soil. So you can make a hole with your finger if you want, or you could just shove it down in the soil. That's what I did. I just shoved it down there. And so one tomatillo plant is here. Okay, so one tomatillo plant is here. And then we have one over there now from the opposite one. So now we're gonna take a cutting from this side, and we're gonna put it in that bed. Okay, so I have this one, and I took this one because it has the bumps, but what I'm gonna do is cut this off. All of these other ones can be propagated. So I can propagate this. I could propagate this one here. This one, so that's 3. You can go as far as maybe that many, 4. So I'm probably gonna put all 4 of these in the glass just to see, and then we'll put this one in the ground. So same thing, I'm just dipping it in the rooting hormone, and we'll dip it in here. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna confuse myself because should I put the cuttings from the right hand side bed in the right glass, like the one that's labeled right? Or should I put the ones that should go in the right hand side bed in the right glass? Does that make sense? I think I might do it that way. Okay, so these cuttings are from the right hand side bed. So I'm gonna put them in the left glass because they're gonna go in the left bed because they have to be the opposite. So we have 4 cuttings here. What you wanna do is cut off the lower leaves. So this is a node here. Tomatillos, just like tomatoes, grow all along their stems, but that's a node as well. So I'm also gonna take off probably this one and this leaf and just leave smaller amounts of leaves because you want it to focus on roots, not on keeping the leaves alive. And then you literally just set it like this, and you want to change the water every couple of days just to make sure the water is clear. Same thing, take all the leaves off, the flowers, have a cutting. And this is 4, and these will go inside. I'm gonna do the same thing with the right hand side, and then we'll be done with this little experiment, and I'll let you know how it works out. Okay, so here are the ones that are gonna go in the left bed, and here are the ones that are gonna go in the right bed once they root. I only need 1, but I'm doing multiple just to make sure it happens. Then we're gonna water in our cuttings. So I'm gonna water this really well. This is my tomatillo right here. This is 3 weeks later. We have so many roots. So now we just need to plant them out after this heat wave. Oh my goodness, I am so warm. Whew, it's like 90. I need to get in my little kiddie pool. Okay, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching how to propagate. You can do this for so many different types of plants, but I'm trying tomatillos because mine just aren't pollinating, cross-pollinating. So let me know if you propagate things. It's so fun because you get free plants, and hopefully this works. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in a video very soon.